Hi, I'm Charlotte Sincula, and I'm going to talk to you about books. Get excited. Okay. I've been meaning to vlog a lot, but I haven't had time really, and so I'm doing it right now. I'm actually quite proud of myself for doing this. But I didn't know what to talk about, so I'm like, I'll talk about something I know, and that is literature. So I have a pile of my favorite books, and I'm just going to go through them. First off, Harry Potter. Classic, everyone knows it. It's amazing. If you haven't read it, then maybe you're crazy and you should read it because it's amazing. I reread the first one at least once a year. Um, Shakespeare's Merchant of Venice. Um, I know it's weird, but I love Shakespeare. He's really awesome, and this one is really, really funny. So if you're not really into like Shakespeare that much, this is a good one to read because it's actually pretty comical and it's not that hard to understand. Okay, we have The Hobbit, another classic that everyone should read. I like the Lord of the Rings series for sure, and those are really good, but I think that I like this one definitely way better than those just because it's, I don't know, I just feel like it's better written and I like the story better. Animal Farm, I just really love George Orwell. I think he's an amazing writer, and this is a book that, like, if you haven't read it, you should read it. It's really good. You can use it in just about every essay you ever need it, and it looks really good if you bring it up in conversation. These people are going to be like, oh, wow, they're so smart, and it's really thin, so you could read it in, like, a day. Um, the Tao of Pooh. Okay, don't judge me, but this is just like a book of Winnie the Pooh stories, basically. And I love Winnie the Pooh, and these books just make me happy. I read this when I can't sleep because there's something about Winnie the Pooh that just makes me happy. And that kind of relates the story of Pooh Bear to Taoism, which is like a religion. Robinson Crusoe. It's as classic as you can get. This was the first book that was actually ever a book not written in Latin, really, that the whole family could read, because before then it was all just like histories and Bibles. So Robinson Crusoe was like the first hero and adventure tale. And just because of that, I was like, okay, I have to read this. There's so much historical background in it. And I read it, and I fell in love, and it's really good. Um, Great Expectations, Charles Dickens. I love Charles Dickens. It's actually a nickname that some people have for me because my name is Charlotte. They call me Charles or Charles Dickens. But a lot of people hate this book with a passion. Here, I'll show it to you. It's really thick and it's really long, but it's really, really good. And I mean, this is one of those books that if you either love it or you hate it, and I happen to love it, but if you're not really into that kind of thing, then I don't think you should read it because you probably wouldn't appreciate it. And that one I understand because it can be a bit dull at times. And then this is the book that I'm reading right now. It's The Devil in the White City. Murder, Magic, and Madness at the Fair That Changed America. And it is basically a nonfiction book that is comparing the life of the first American serial killer and the architect of the Chicago World Fair, because it's happening at the same time. I'm reading this for class actually, but I'm actually really enjoying it, and it's actually pretty interesting. So I strongly recommend this book. Parts of it are kind of scary and creepy, but I think it's really interesting and worth reading. Well, that's about all for now. So I will come back next week probably and talk about something else. Not sure what it is yet. Probably movies though. Yeah.